I haven't seen the D&D movie trailer yet. I see folks putting up reaction videos. I thought, why not put up my own? Jump in there. What is an old school player like me and a big movie fan? Well, what do I think about it? I've got the sound off just because I don't want any copyright strikes. Other nasties. Here's the thing. All right, Chris Pine. Yeah, you're a team of thieves. You're gonna do something, do it right. All right, I've got some stuff. Looks like a helm. Big city on a hill. Ooh, dragon. Okay, I like that. I like the, what is that, corrosive kind of mucus-like breath. That's cool. Got some Zeppelin kicking in here. Some islands running. Magic horn. Flames. Upside down people. What the heck is that? Magic. All right, they stole something from the wrong person. And now they're gonna fix it. How are you gonna fix it, Chris Pine? Nice environments. All right, we got some fighting. It looks like I was at a rock bottom. The guy from, what was that show? And then, all right, some wild shaping I'm looking like, or was that polymorph or wild shape? Who knows? Who cares? Owlbear. Was that guy, was he in that Pokemon detective movie? The dragon. All right, something. All right, pasty guy. Pasty evil guy, I suppose one must. Then we got, what was that? Looked like some Inception go on. Of course, we have to have a mimic showing up. Is that a gelatinous cube? Some more dragons. Of course, somebody jumping through the air. D&D, Honor Among Thieves. Is that a, so she got horns. Does that make her, I guess, is this a tiefling? Is that what we're supposed to gather from that? Plays the lute and makes plans that fail. All right. Well, what do I think about that? Well, you know what? It's funny. I think there are a couple ways to look at it. As a movie, just as a movie, does this fill me with something I want to see? Not really. I have to say that most movies I don't find exciting right now. I have not been excited by a movie coming out in quite some time. Hey, look, if you're excited by this movie, great. Okay, if I was a kid growing up, 5th edition gamer, I probably would be super excited. I know the person on Twitter, I'm sorry, I'm not going to throw their name out there, whatever, was pointing out some of the things that they didn't like. I think one of the things was just from a rules perspective, and I know they weren't trying to just be rules lawyer person, but that I 5th edition, I guess druids can't wild shape into owl bears. This druid does. That stuff doesn't bother me either, and I'm not so close to the rules in 5th edition to have that bother me. Maybe if this had come out in the mid 80s and they were pulling stuff out of AD&D 1st or 2nd edition, or I guess 1st edition at the time, whatever, then maybe I would have gone like, oh yeah, I can't believe that they let this 1st level wizard cast Finger of Death or something. I don't know, whatever that would be. In this case, it doesn't bother me. I think cast wise, the cast is fine. I guess I like Chris Pine. I like the guy from that Netflix show. He was good too. I think that was the kid from, or young man from Pokemon detective movie. Fine. Was that Michelle Rodriguez? I think is her name. She's fine. It's all good. I think they're leaning into a lot of the kind of fun stuff. I would say the plot seems awfully kind of just generic. Okay, you stole something, you get it back. You don't really see that much of it. Of course, they're going to. It just seems to be that it's now par for the course of all these kinds of movies. They have to show that, look at the different environments we're going to be in. We're going to be, islands, huge cliffs. We're going to be in the ice fields. We're going to be into some really crazy giant city. I guess, is that going to be? I don't even know. It doesn't look like Waterdeep. I don't know where this movie is supposed to take place. So they're putting it in the Forgotten Realms. So they're putting it somewhere else. It doesn't look, this isn't Lord of the Rings. I don't think they're trying to do something serious. I think this looks better than the original D&D movie looked when it came out. I remember going to see it in the theaters. I know I went in there with super low expectations, and even then those expectations were not met. So I think it looks better than that. It doesn't seem quite so goofy. I mean, it seems goofy, but maybe it's a fun kind of goofy. I think there's an age group and they. I don't want to. I don't want to be looking down like, oh, you kid. Some kids are gonna like it. No, I think if coming from a certain perspective, I think this is something that my daughter, maybe my daughter in a few years, would be super into. I think me, as if I was a teen, maybe even a younger adult, I would be super into it. I kind of wish that they could have gone a little bit more. I guess if I had to ask, like, what it would be my ideal D&D movie, is this it? No. I don't know how they could do that, though, because playing off the name, I would love something like give me a Lord of the Rings type saga, not necessarily in 3 or 6 movies, anything like that, though I'm sure they would love to do that, but something that gives a little bit more. But I understand that part of the whole D&D appeal is the campiness, is the goofiness, is showing off wondrous abilities, and it's not something like that would appeal to me specifically. It would be more like Dragon Slayer or Excalibur, those sorts of movies, or the original Conan, or the original the Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan movie. That's where I would like. Ooh, I wish they would kind of lean in that direction. But I think I'm in the minority. I don't think that's what the marketing people would probably. If I was in the focus group and I was saying this stuff, the marketing folks would probably be behind me going, "Yeah, don't listen to this Joker." But hey, it's fine. They've got a year away. I think they're gonna look. I think there's gonna be a lot of marketing tie-ins. The Twitter they mentioned, they feel like there's gonna be kind of owl bear toys out of the wazoo. I'm sure there wasn't. At least the owl bear looked pretty cool. It didn't look overly cutesy. I was wondering if at the end they'd have some cute little, I don't know, like a gelatinous cube with a little smiley face going like hee hee in the corner, and thinking like, oh, okay, that's gonna be the Pua, in this. In Moana, there's a pig called Pua who's in it for about 5 minutes, but yet they market all kinds of toys over it. So I was waiting for what is the equivalent to that going to be in this movie, and I didn't see it, so it looks like that's okay. Am I going to go see this in movie theaters? No, I don't think so. Would I check it out on streaming? Yeah, sure, I would. So that's probably not a bad spot to be in for E1. I guess that's just Hasbro's media arm. I'm not sure. Anyhow, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think of this trailer. Does this interest you in seeing D&D? Do you think that people are going to see this? Because this will have reach outside of the D&D people who already know the game. Do you think this is going to pull more people in the hobby, or is this just going to make people shake their heads and say, I don't know what those folks are doing over there? We'll see. We'll see. I'll be curious to see how it turns out. Anyhow, that's all I got. Game on, and I'll talk to you later.